The human body is a history book. It remembers everything, even the chapters your mind tries to forget. And sometimes the stories of our past pain are not told in words, but in our daily habits, the small automatic things we do without even thinking. These aren't signs that you are broken. They are signs that you have survived. Today, we're not digging into the past, but we are looking at the present. We are looking at the 7 habits that might be revealing a story you thought was hidden. Number 1, the constant apology. Do you find yourself saying, "I'm sorry for everything, sorry for needing help, sorry for having an opinion, sorry for taking up space, sorry when someone bumps into you"? This isn't just about being polite. This is a habit learned when you were taught that your needs were an inconvenience. When a person goes through a difficult experience, especially one where they felt they were a burden or the cause of the problem, they can internalize that blame. The apology becomes a reflex. It's a preemptive attempt to smooth things over, to make yourself smaller and less of a target. It's a way of saying, please don't be mad at me. Please don't hurt me. I'll take the blame before you can even give it to me. This habit comes from a place where you learned that your existence caused friction. So now, you try to exist as frictionlessly as possible. You apologize for your own shadow, but the truth is, your presence is not an intrusion. Your needs are not an inconvenience. You are not apologizing for what you did. You are apologizing for who you are, and that's a burden no one should have to carry. Your voice deserves to be heard without an apology as a preface. Number 2, the inability to say no. This is often called people-pleasing, but it's deeper than that. It's a survival strategy. If you grew up in an environment where your safety or emotional well-being depended on keeping others happy, saying no was not an option. A no could have led to anger, rejection, or conflict. So you learned that yes was the safest answer. Yes, I can do that for you. Yes, that's fine. Yes, I'm okay, even when you weren't. This habit turns your body into a container for everyone else's needs, leaving no room for your own. You become a chameleon, changing your colors to match whatever environment you're in, all to remain unseen and safe. The fear isn't just about disappointing someone. It's a deep-seated fear of the consequences of that disappointment. Someone who constantly says yes when they want to say no is not weak. They are a master of predicting danger. They have learned to read rooms and people to ensure their own survival. But a life lived for the approval of others is a cage, even if the bars are invisible. Learning to say no is not an act of selfishness. It's an act of reclaiming your own space and acknowledging that you are worthy of it. Number 3, extreme tidiness or chronic disorganization. This one might seem like a contradiction, but these 2 habits are 2 sides of the same coin. The coin is named control. When your inner world feels chaotic and unpredictable because of past events, you try to manage that chaos by controlling your external world. For some, this looks like extreme tidiness. Every item has its place. The house is spotless, and everything is in order. This isn't just a preference for cleanliness. It's a desperate need for order. If the outside world is perfectly controlled, it can create a temporary illusion of inner peace. It's a way of proving to yourself that you can have control over something. On the other hand, chronic disorganization can also be a sign. When a person is emotionally overwhelmed or dissociated from their surroundings, basic tasks like cleaning or organizing can feel impossible. The physical mess becomes a reflection of the internal state. It's not laziness. It's a sign of being in survival mode, where all your energy is being used just to get through the day. There is no energy left for sorting mail or doing dishes. Whether you are controlling every speck of dust or feel buried under piles of clutter, the root is often the same, a past that left you feeling powerless. Number 4, difficulty accepting compliments. You did a great job on that project. Do you immediately follow it with, "Oh, it was nothing," or "Anyone could have done it"? Someone gives you a gift, and you feel an overwhelming sense of debt, as if you don't deserve it. This isn't humility. This is a direct reflection of your sense of self-worth. If you were taught, through words or actions, that you were not good enough, not smart enough, or not worthy of love, a compliment feels like a lie. It creates a painful internal conflict. Your brain hears the kind words, but your heart remembers a different story. It feels unsafe to accept the compliment, because if you believe it, you might let your guard down. And if you let your guard down, you might get hurt again. Dismissing kindness is a defense mechanism. It's a way to protect yourself from potential disappointment. If you never believe you are good, you can never be let down when someone else decides you aren't. It's a sad, lonely fortress you build around your heart. But accepting a compliment doesn't make you vulnerable in a bad way. It's an act of listening to a new voice, one that says you are worthy of praise, worthy of kindness, and worthy of feeling good about yourself. Let the kindness in. It might feel strange at first, but it is a home you deserve to live in. Number 5, the need to always be busy. Do you feel anxious when you have nothing to do? Does sitting still and just being feel impossible? This constant need for motion, for work, for distraction, is a common habit for people who are running from something. They are running from their own thoughts and feelings. Silence is terrifying when your mind is a minefield of painful memories. The moment you stop moving, the moment the noise of the world fades, the echoes of the past can rush in. So you stay busy, you work long hours, you take on every project, you fill your calendar until there isn't a single empty slot. People might call you productive or a hustler, but you know the truth. You are an escape artist. Busyness becomes a shield. It protects you from having to face what's inside. It's a way to feel in control and to prove your worth through constant action. But you are not a machine. You are a human being who needs rest. Your value is not defined by your productivity. The stillness you are avoiding is not your enemy. It is actually the place where healing can begin. It is okay to stop. It is okay to rest. You have been running for so long. Number 6, an exaggerated startle response. Does a door slamming make you jump out of your skin? Does a person coming up behind you unexpectedly make your heart pound in your chest? This is more than just being jumpy. It's a physiological habit called an exaggerated startle response, and it's a hallmark of a nervous system that is stuck on high alert. After a distressing experience, the brain's alarm system, the amygdala, can become overly sensitive. It starts to see danger everywhere, even in safe situations. Your body is essentially living in the past, constantly braced for impact. It's physically exhausting to live this way. You might experience chronic muscle tension, especially in your shoulders and jaw, because your body is always ready for a fight or to run away. This is not a choice. This is your body trying its best to protect you. It remembers a time when being on high alert was necessary for survival. The body keeps the score, and sometimes it writes that score in the language of tense muscles and a racing heart. Recognizing this isn't about being weak. It's about understanding that your body is carrying a story and that it deserves to feel safe again. Number 7, pushing away people who get too close. You meet someone new. They're kind. They're consistent. They seem safe. Everything is going well. And then an overwhelming urge to run away takes over. You start to find flaws in them. You create distance. You sabotage the connection. This is a deeply painful and lonely habit. When your past has taught you that intimacy leads to pain, your brain learns to associate closeness with danger. Love and connection, things that are supposed to feel good, actually trigger your internal alarm bells. So, you push people away, not because you don't want them, but because you are terrified of what might happen if they stay. Solitude feels safer than the risk of being abandoned or hurt again. It's like living in a fortress you built to protect yourself, but you've become a prisoner inside it. You crave connection, but you fear it at the same time. This push and pull dynamic is not a sign that you are incapable of love. It is a sign of how deeply you were once wounded. It is the ultimate act of self-preservation, trying to prevent a wound by never letting anyone get close enough to inflict one. But true safety is not found in isolation. It is found in learning to trust again. These habits are not your identity. They are simply echoes of a past you had to endure. They are the strategies that a younger version of you created to survive an impossible situation. But now you have the chance to write a new chapter, to recognize these habits not with judgment, but with curiosity and compassion, to understand that they are just messages from your past, reminding you of the strength you've always had. If this video resonated with you, consider liking it and subscribing to the channel for more content that helps us understand ourselves a little better. And now, I want to hear from you. Which of these habits did you see in yourself? Or is there another one you've noticed that we didn't cover? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's create a community of understanding. Thank you for watching.